Hello my gorgeous makeup loving friends, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Teresa. Today I spoiled myself as I am known to do, and I got the Lunar Beauty Moonspell Volume 2 because it's spoopy season, and I will continue to call it spoopy season. And I love it. I loved the first one, the volume 1, so when this came out I was like, well, it needs a sister. And this is what it looks like. It's red and purple. I had a few friends kind of say it reminded them a little bit of the VE Cosmetics. I can totally see that. But I really like Lunar Beauty's formula, so I was like, hey, I'll give it a go. So this whole video is just a rated or slated. So it's me swatching, doing this makeup look, nothing wildly difficult, and then basically a little review of do I think this is worth the dosh. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, then do please keep on watching. If you hear a lot of Hindi in the background, it's because my partner is on the phone to his dad and they're having a very loud and animated conversation, which is, I think, Indian for saying, I love you very much. Anyways, I have the Lunar Beauty Moonspell Volume 2. I'm a little bit out of breath because I am still sick. If you are watching releases around for the weekend, you will know that I'm still a little bit gross. Anyways, this is the palette. So you know the drill. I'm going to swatch it on my face. How am I going to do this? I'm going to dig my gross little fingers into it. Oh, I mean, can we be 100% honest? Lunar Beauty do a fabulous formula, and there's something about their shimmers. This first row is all shimmers. So we have Agatha, Luna, Mildred, like the horrible witch, Myrtle, and Misty. I mean, they look nice. It's a very purpley, red-toned palette, more purple leaning, I would actually say. So I do think this is interesting. I just realised that there's a shade here that I'm very excited about because of the name Jane. You'll know why. We have Alex, Cameron. See, the last Moonspell, it was all names of witches, so they've done the same with this. We have Thele, Gillian, and this is the one I'm excited about, Willow. That is a good red. That is a really good red. I mean, are you surprised? Manny knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. I just was a bit annoyed with the shipping stuff, but I'll talk to you about that. That is very much first world problems, you know, like, get over it. I wonder is one of these shades is, no. I was going to say one is like quite close to the other one, but I don't think it actually is. I think it's like a couple of tones down, so they'll be good to blend with each other. We have Louise. Zelda. I saw somewhere that they're going to reboot the original Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I don't know if it's a rumor or if it's true, but if they do, I'm very excited. And like, the last 2 years have been rough for us all. I think we need a win. So please make it happen. Hilda. Grams, you know, from Charmed. Freya. This is, no, not Tia's cat. This is the one I thought might be a bit similar to Willow. Yeah, you can kind of see, but I think they'll work well with each other. Or maybe am I just being like really compensatory here and being like, no, it's fabulous. Because I just don't want to love it all, you know. And the very last one, we have Maggie, which honestly, when I hear Maggie, I just think of The Walking Dead, and I don't think that's what he meant. Mel. Like Mel Thompson. That's really sad. Macy. Sorry, I'm going through a lot of emotions because I'm sick. Queenie. And Marie. That's actually pretty good black. Now it's not a matte black. It's matte, like a matte black with sort of sparkles in it. So look, you can tell it's a very pinky, reddy, purple leaning palette. It's quite different to last year's. But I think, you know, it makes sense. I mean, the packaging, 10 out of 10, Manny. Not unhappy with that. Anyways, you know the drill. I'm gonna feck off now and try and figure out what it is that I'm going to do with my visage, with my eye space. Don't have a lot of it, but we'll figure out something. So that's the next bit. As I'm filming this, it's about 20 to 10 at night on a Sunday. I have work in the morning, the house is a tip, and I have a ton of things to clean, but this is what I'm doing instead. Procrastination, new level unlocked. Anyways, I have this palette and I believe I am obligated to play with it. This is what I did, nothing wildly difficult. Look, when in doubt, I just do a cut crease, you know. I have this Morphe M506, and what I wanted to do was play with the reds, because I wanted to see how similar they were. There is method behind my madness. And I went into Cameron with consent first, guys, with consent. That is a terrible, terrible joke, and I hate myself for it. Probably not as much as you hate me, but, you know, fair. And I'm just gonna smoosh that on there, whack it on with reckless abandon, some might say. We'll just pop that there. Now, I did notice, like the shades, they are close to each other. I think probably, in my opinion, a little bit too close to each other, but that's just me being me and having a whinge. But I think one of the good things about this is it does mean that because they're so close to each other, they're so easy to blend. If you are like me and a lazy bee, then you are going to enjoy this because you can just whack them on together and you're going to have it so that it looks like you did spend ages blending and you didn't. And frankly, isn't that what we want with our lives? Isn't that what we want? We want a little cheat sheet. So you can see this. It's nice and pigmented. Like, it isn't like overly pigmented. Because sometimes if it's overly pigmented, it kind of runs away with you and then you're like, oh no, too much, take it back. Quite like being able to build these days, you know? Who am I and what has happened to me? I don't know. I've been through a lot the last few months. Anyways, I'm taking this fabulous Cash Beauty brush and I did put it through the colour switch, so we're all right. It's brilliant. It's what came with the colour trip. And I'm going into Freya. Yeah! Like Tia's cat, who... I was going to say who will be here soon. No, Tia's cat will not be here soon. Tia will be here soon, although I would be very happy to host Freya as well. But you can see they are very close to each other, but just a tone or two like deeper. So, like I said, if you are somebody who just really likes a red eye look, but cannot be bothered with blending for a long period of time, this is your girl. This is the thing for you. So I got this along with the Strawberry Dream palette. Unfortunately, the Strawberry Dream palette arrived smashed. I also found it quite odd. I have always had to pay customs, obviously that's not a shock, but there was an additional fee on top of it, like a handling fee, which brought the whole thing, customs plus handling fee, to €76, which was more than what I paid for the two palettes. I was like, oh dear. Oh, because I used a code, by the way, and I got it for like $86.40. So yeah, if I'd known that. Apparently that happens with some companies. Now I've bought from a number of US companies like Laura Lee, Pat McGrath, Juvia's Place, and I've never had that before. So this is a new experience for me. It's new. Then I'm taking another Cash Beauty brush again because apparently I'm a Cash Beauty fan, and I'm going into Willow. Now, I mean, I love Willow. Willow Rosenberg is my gal. I love her very, very much. I don't know if I'd have necessarily put her down as being a red. I'd have probably put her down as being the black, you know. But to each their own. I do like that she's included. I think that's quite important. Do like a little bit of a reference to my Buffy. That sounds really wrong, doesn't it? A reference to my Buffy. It's not that kind of show. Although, underneath these clothes, I am entirely naked. I don't know. Look, I'm still on antibiotics. I'm still in a weird place mentally. Because I have hinted that lots of stuff has been going on and my life is in flux, like my voice. So it's an interesting one. You can see how well these blend. Like, I don't have to do anything, which, if anyone knows me, that is my key to life. That's what I like. I like to do as little as possible. I can't be bothered, you know? And that's a really nice, easy blend. Ugh, I do like that. You know, that pleases me. That's my kind of jam. Delicious, delicious jam. Then I am taking this BH Cosmetics. It was part of their Alyssa Marie collection, and it's the number 7. And I'm going into Queenie, which is this one here. By the way, it feels really weird when I'm saying I'm going into and then it's followed by a woman's name. Like, anyone else a little bit creeped out by that? Just me? Probably just me. I'm trying to remember to like hold the brush at the bottom, but I keep like instinctively wanting to like hold it up there, and I'm like, no, Teresa, have you learned nothing? No, I've learned nothing. This is to give it extra depth. Let's pretend that I know what I'm doing. Ah, yes. Speak with confidence. Much confidence. Ah, yes, the depth and the building. I don't know. It's heading into spooky season. I'm very excited. I do love spooky season more than Christmas. Don't come for me. I think it's because it's like an Irish thing, but I'll have friends over, and I'm kind of thinking about doing like some like traditional Irish Halloween things. I don't know, but they may not like it, so I don't know. Also, Sahila's never seen that. I'm kind of thinking I want to have him bob for apples because I think that would be the funniest thing. But also my kitchen would probably get wrecked. How I lose my deposit? Probably. But yeah, look at that. That's a nice, easy blend. No massive hassle on that. I do enjoy. I'm taking this Suva 410 brush. You can see how bloody blind I am. And I'm going into Marie, which isn't a plain matte black. It's a matte black with a bit of glitter. You know? Kind of reminds me, not entirely, of the black that was in the Morphe Pride palette this year. So if you like that, this is your kind of thing. The glitter, I would say, isn't wildly obvious, you know? Like, I don't think it comes off as being like super distinct, which is fine, like I don't mind. And it actually isn't that tricky to blend, because sometimes in the past I have tried to blend red and black and just ends up as a bit of a, how do I say this nicely, a hot mess. But not so much with this one, so that's nice. Don't worry, I am going to clean it up a little bit more. I'm just taking this Spectrum B07 brush. It's clean, I promise. Unlike me, although I did just have a shower. But can I really clean off what's on the inside? I often think about that, like, I'd love to like shrink somebody down to go inside. That sounds so wrong, but like, you know, scrape out the plaque in my arteries. Oh my god, I'm in such a weird place. Has anyone else thought that? No? I think I've like watched one too many Futurama episodes. Anyways, look, this is what happens. I'm on quite a few painkillers today. I feel not so sick. And a lot of Lucozade. Hashtag not sponsored. Can you imagine if Lucozade actually sponsored a tiny, pointless channel like myself? Oh my god, diabetes for all. Not the thing I really should be advocating for on a channel. But you know, you do you, boo. You do you. Yeah, you can see this blends pretty darn easily. Like, I was quite happy with that. Bit of depth. Like my men. Man. Only have one. Only allowed one. Well, you know, based upon the confines of our relationship. That's how, oh my god, what is wrong with me? Oh, if I keep all of this in, it's a miracle. Anyways, whatevs. I did put a little bit of sparkle on the inner corner, so let's do that. I just used this Juvia's Place kind of liner brush, and believe it or not, the shade that I went into was Mildred. Now, you wouldn't think that it gives you this sort of a shimmer, but oh my lord, it does. It's like it works as like this really fabulous topper. Do you see what I mean? Like it picks up the pinks. Like, ugh. Like, excuse me. Who gave it the permission? David. Sorry. I don't know why, I just always revert to being Moira Rose. Always. But isn't that lovely? Like, you just stamp it on and it works out pretty darn well. Yeah, now is that blend perfect? No, but the thing is, I'm going to be covering up a whole chunk of it. So I'm going to go and I'm going to try and do this. In case you're wondering, I used a mix of both Glisten Cosmetics Papaya and, most importantly, because you're like, no, there is no orange on it. I use that as like a base thing to kind of, look, just bear with me. And an OPV glitter liner in the shade No Limit. This is available on Cult Beauty if you're interested. I'll leave an affiliate link. This is bonkers. This is 5 million times better than Midnight Cowboy from Urban Decay. I'm sorry, it just packs a punch. I love these. I've bought quite a few of these. So, anyways, whatever. I'm going to feck off now, do this, we'll come back. This is a super simple eye look. Do the flames match? No. But when have you ever seen matching flames? You know, don't come for me. I'm now using this Zoeva, I think it's the 228, I want to say it is. Look, just, we'll pretend it is, and if it isn't, oh well, the world will end. Anyways, going into Marie, and I'm just going to bang that all over the cut crease, because let's be real, I'm not very imaginative or creative at the moment. So, so's Manny. I know I promised you I'd do an amazing look with this palette because we're besties, but on this occasion I'm afraid you're not getting my best work. Not that my best work is that great anyway, but like, you know what I mean. Cece's just wandering around, the obligatory black cat. This is a really great little shader brush because it's so small, you know? You want a little shader brush. I did put, by the way, more primer, like, onto my lid, just in case you're wondering what the story is. I didn't completely, like, clean it up because I was like, meh, a dark colour is going on top, so I don't particularly care. And don't worry about me, like, covering up some of the glitter. That's fine, because I'll be going over that again later. Because, you know, you can never have too much glitter. Glittery, glittery, glitter, as Tia would say. If you hear movement, that is Cece. Oh no, sort of like that point in like Jaws, where you know that there's something in the water, but you don't know where it's going to come from. I can hear her in the room, but because I have my glasses off, I don't know where she is. Any other cat owners know what it is that I'm talking about? No? Probably could have used a bigger shader brush for the rest of this. But once I was holding a brush, I was like, meh, don't really care. Anyways, there we go. Pretty much shaded in. You can see it's a funny one because, you know, in the pan it looks like there's glitter in it, but I'll be honest, there isn't that much glitter to it. So it's a funny sort of a matte black. I don't hate it, it's just it's an interesting one because it isn't what you think you would get from it. I'm putting this through the colour switch because, well, I can do what I want. It's my channel apparently, and I'm going into grams, which sounds so wrong. So wrong. Oh god. Anyways, oh, do you remember Grams from Charmed? I know they did like a Charmed reboot. Has anyone watched that? I did not. I want to hear opinions. Did you watch it, Cece? I just heard like a really fervent like. Don't think she was wildly impressed with it. It's not based on that little meow. So I find if I put the black base on down, these shimmers come out that little bit more interesting, in that opinion. Exactly, Cece, exactly. She's like, how dare you film at this hour of the night when you are meant to be staring at me lovingly and telling me that I am your favourite cat. Can't tell her that, but she likes to think that she is. So again, just filling that in. It's super simple. I know. So as many. Look, I promise I'll do more things with this palette, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Considering I spent so much on it, I really should use it more. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. Same brush again, and I'm going into Zelda. Oh, I always, I know everyone thought like Hilda was the cool aunt, and like Zelda was like a bit nerdy, but I was like, I really, like the character of Zelda resonated with me because she was like an academic and she was into like, you know, learning and schooling, and I was like, okay, I like that. She was much more nerdy. I did like Hilda, don't get me wrong. Hilda was cool. Hilda was like, reminded me a bit of Phoebe from Friends, but a little bit more grounded. I thought she was fun, but I think I just felt like I was more of a Zelda than a Hilda. Yeah. Anyone else? No, just me. And taking the same brush again, and finally going into Luna. Like, I'm assuming it's like Luna Lovegood, and it's a beautiful shade. This is absolutely stunning. Look at that. Such a gorgeous shade. It does just transform things, in my opinion. I just think that is stunning. I want to get married to this shade. Sorry, Sahil. Our relationship had been going so well until I met this shade of eyeshadow. Oh well, reason for relationship dissolution. Eyeshadow. We all knew that if Sahil was going to leave me, because I'm not going to leave him, it would be down to eyeshadow. Anyway, I am using this Morphe M562 and I'm doing very technical swishy. I know. Can you believe it? And by the way, the OPV, that's only 2 layers of that. It's so good. It's so annoyingly pigmented. I love it so much. I kind of think I'm going to build up my collection so that I have every single colour. So that's my new mission. So yeah, you can see they blend quite nicely. Don't know why I'm talking like that. Then I'm going to take a little bit of Agatha. I'm going to smash it onto my hand. Not my hand, my finger. Christ, what is wrong with me? And I'm just going to tap that. Tap. And M562 again. Here we go. Whee! We're all going on an adventure, aren't we? Oh, who knows? Yeah, I mean, I like that. Is it the best work I've ever done? No, I'm very sorry. I am going to finish off the rest of this. I'll probably put a little bit under the under eye, possibly. And I might put on some gems or something just to make this look a little bit more zhuzhed up. But come back because the next bit is when I've put everything together and then talk about what I think of the palette. I'm back, and with minimum effort. I am not changing my shirt. I barely did my hair. Like, I mean, it had the... Anyways, look. Let's not get into my appearance. It is 11:20 at night because I did get distracted. Anyways, what else? This is the look. I will zoom you in now so you can see what it is that I did. I did put 3 different eyeshadows down at the bottom. I kind of didn't do that with you guys because I think that's boring. Who wants to see that bit? But for full disclosure, the ones that I did use were Macy, Louise and Alex. So 2 purples and pink. So this is the look. It's pretty simple. Did I get the eyes to match? No, but sure, look, it's flames. It's going to consume us all in the end. Who really cares? My skin is being weird. I like this. I'm going to take my glasses off so you can see. Of course, I glued some things to me, but I didn't go totally overboard. Just put 2 gems and these sort of things, which, by the way, I can never get the glue out of, so... I make terrible life choices. Anyways, I really went for Lunar Beauty today because I also used the Moon Prism Blush palette, which I've had for a while, and I also used their lip gloss in Celine, which is... I know I keep saying I'm not a gloss girl, but the amount of glosses I own seems to kind of counteract that. Also, this is a beautiful gloss. Like, it's really nice. I'm kind of annoyed at myself that I put this on and it's 11 o'clock at night and I'm going to be taking this off soon. But anyway, who cares? What do I think of this palette? Right, it blended really, really beautifully. You cannot give out about the formula. I kind of think with this black, I'm like, either make it a complete black, like a complete matte, or really put more glitter into it. I was like, I don't really know what this is. It was fine, worked pretty well. Grams, I think, could have been a bit more pigmented. The rest of the shades beautiful. Mildred was such a surprising one. I thought that was so pretty. Agatha could have had a little bit more pigment to it, in my opinion. Alex packs quite a punch. You know, it's a pastel shade, but it's really quite nice. Now the three reds, I do think they're very similar to each other. So if you are like an expert blender, you're not gonna need that. You know, you're gonna be like, ugh, I could have blended this out myself and just mixed in the black. But if you're like me and you're a bit of an amateur and you're like, I cannot be here for 5 years blending, I think this is very mindfully done with more of a novice in place. Now, do I think this is a very versatile palette? No, not really. It's reds, it's purples. Like, that's it. But if you like reds and purples, I think you'll really enjoy this. I really liked the formula. Is it necessarily going to be something I'm going to reach for a huge amount? Probably not. But that's only because I'm insane and have way too many eyeshadow palettes. No, not too many. I have a lot of. I'm not getting rid of stuff. Well, I am. But like, whatever. Let's not talk about that. I feel attacked. But I do think this is really nice. I'm glad I got it. Probably wouldn't have gotten it through Lunar Beauty again. Like, I don't think I'll be buying directly from them, which is a bit rubbish. But it's just due to their carrier thing. I don't know what the story is. It's a bit weird. And it takes forever for them to come to Beauty Bay. Like, they need to sort that out. But I do think this is good. I would give this, I think, maybe an 8 out of 10. I'm taking some marks off just because I personally think those reds are too similar. Like, for me, not even that I'm not amazing with eyeshadow, but I'm like, I could have done without it. Like, you know, maybe change it up a little bit. I would have liked to have seen more of like a deep blood red shimmer. I think that would have been really helpful. But in all, I think actually pretty darn good. Like, I can't give out about it. I just think it's not wildly versatile, but if this is your colour story, you're really going to enjoy it. You know, you're not going to regret it. But yeah, that's it. That's the whole kit and caboodle. Do please like, comment and subscribe. Do please share, because sharing is caring. Unless, of course, it's an STD, in which case, you know, wrap it up. Don't be gross. Turn on that notification bell because you know you want to see more of whatever the hell it is that I'm doing over here. Don't know. Don't care. Anyways, whatever. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.